What if I told you that everything you've been taught about saving money is actually keeping you broke? Stick around, because what I'm about to share in the next 5 minutes changed the way I look at money forever. Welcome to Money Nest Lab. All right, so let me ask you something. You've been putting money in your savings account every month, right? Maybe skipping the coffee, saying no to trips, cutting back on things you actually enjoy. And yet, at the end of the year, you look at your bank account and think, why does it feel like I'm standing still? You're doing everything right. So why isn't it working? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not doing it wrong because you're lazy. You're doing it wrong because nobody ever taught you the real rules. Think about a guy named Marcus, 28 years old, steady job, putting away $300 every single month into a savings account. He's proud of himself. He should be, honestly. Most people don't even do that much. But after 2 years, Marcus has about $7,000 saved. Sounds decent. Until he realizes that inflation quietly ate away at his purchasing power. The price of everything went up, but his savings account interest? Barely 1%. He wasn't growing. He was slowly losing, and he didn't even know it. Here's what millionaires figured out that Marcus hadn't yet. Saving money is not the goal. Saving money is just the starting line. The people building real wealth in 2026 are not just stashing cash in a bank account and calling it a day. They're making their money work for them, even while they sleep. And the gap between those two mindsets, that's the gap between staying stuck and actually getting ahead. So what do wealthy people actually do differently? First, they separate their money into jobs. Every dollar that comes in has a specific role to play. Some dollars pay bills, some dollars are an emergency cushion. But a whole category of dollars, their only job is to grow. This isn't complicated budgeting software or some fancy finance degree stuff. It's just intentional thinking, being deliberate about where your money goes instead of letting it disappear without a plan. Second, they understand the power of index funds and compound growth. Now, I know that sounds like a term from a textbook, but stay with me. Imagine if Marcus, instead of putting that $300 into a low-interest savings account, put it into a simple index fund that tracks the overall stock market. Historically, the U.S. stock market has averaged around 7 to 10% growth per year. Over 30 years, Marcus's consistent $300 a month doesn't just become $100,000. It becomes well over $300,000. That's not magic. That's math working in his favor instead of against him. Third, and this one surprises people, millionaires actually spend money on things that grow their income. They invest in skills, books, courses, tools that make them more valuable. Not recklessly, not foolishly, but with the understanding that the best return on investment is often in yourself. They're not just cutting costs, they're building capacity to earn more. Now here's the practical part, because information without action is just entertainment. Start by splitting your income the moment it lands in your account. A portion goes to needs, a portion goes to a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund, and even if it's just $50 a month to begin with, a portion goes into an investment account. Apps like Fidelity or Vanguard make it genuinely easy to start with almost nothing. The key isn't the amount, the key is the habit, built early and protected consistently. Don't wait until you have enough to invest, and then slowly increase that investment contribution every time you get a raise or a bonus. Let time do the heavy lifting that your willpower alone never could. If you're enjoying this kind of content, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to Money Nest Lab so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below telling me what money topic you want us to cover next. Seriously, I read every single one. Here's the thing that I want you to walk away with today. Marcus isn't a cautionary tale. He's actually most of us. We were handed a piggy bank and told that saving was enough. But the world has changed. In 2026, money sitting still is money moving backward. The millionaires aren't smarter than you. They just started playing a different game earlier. And right now, today, you have the same option Marcus eventually chose. To stop just saving your money and start making it work. The only